Motivation on top of the world now. They tried to underestimate me. Get 'em, go,
It's time for the NFC Championship, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through Minnesota. It's the Commanders and the Vikings. All that and more coming up next.
Now from downtown Minneapolis, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us inside beautiful U.S. Bank Stadium, the home of the Vikings. Coming up, a terrific matchup to decide who represents the NFC in the Super Bowl. It's the Washington Commanders and the Minnesota Vikings. The George Halas Trophy awaits the winner of this one, as well as a spot in the Super Bowl. Thanks for being with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. Greg, the anticipation's thick. Love this moment where we have a champion in the NFC crowned on this field. Couple of teams that don't like each other. What are you going to be watching for in this one, partner?
Yeah, I think one of the coolest things about these conference championship games, Mike, is how well these two teams know each other. When you find yourself here in the NFC, you're playing, not maybe every year, but you're playing each other a lot. You know their tendencies. You know the roster. You know the opposing coaching staff. There's some bad blood built up, not only over the course of this season, but previous ones. And tell you what, we wanted the best two teams in the conference with a game on the line to go to the Super Bowl, and I think we got it.
The Washington offense going to make their way to the field for the first time. They are led by the man who led Michigan to the national championship in 2023, quarterback J.J. McCarthy.
This place is rocking right now, Mike. I mean, neither one of us can even hear each other speak. This crowd is certainly doing their part. They're trying to create as hostile of an environment as humanly possible to give their team the upper hand. And he's going to have to overcome this atmosphere if he's going to lead his team to the Super Bowl. This isn't going to be an easy task by any stretch of the imagination, but as long as he goes out there and he plays smart and aggressive, they're going to have a shot to fly back home as NFC champs.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Slot receiver, headed right. On the ground for the first time, this is Alvin Kamara. That's powerful running, lowers the shoulder, and picks up 4. Three plays in, and a test. It's 3rd and 2. He'll try and run for this with Kamara. And he'll keep the drive moving. He's got the first down up to the 45.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
Throwing here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy. He'll look middle here, caught by Boyd. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
To the air on 3rd down is McCarthy. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man. And it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
His kick is good! From 60 yards out, he's got the leg to knock it through.
And you talk about having confidence in your kicker, Mike. I mean, to send him out there to kick from midfield, and what does he do? He repays you with that confidence with a 60-yard field goal. I mean, that was something else.
Now an opening past the 30. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. Here's the Minnesota offense taking the field for the first time. They'll be led by the man from North Carolina, 6'4", quarterback Drake May.
These are the type of games, Mike, where you can become a legend, not only for your franchise, but to the entire city. His play throughout the year has helped them get to the point where the NFC Championship is taking place in their stadium. And if he's able to continue to play at that high level over these next 4 quarters, his team's going to have a real shot to end the weekend as NFC champions.
They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. A gain there of 17.
And these are the throws that when they evaluate young quarterbacks coming out of college, they want to see you be able to make. Everyone worries about how far you can throw the ball. And while that's certainly important, to be able to make the throws from sideline to sideline, especially in those intermediate zones, drive the ball through space, because in this league, an open window is going to close in a hurry.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. From out of the gun, here's May. He'll drop this underneath to Pacheco. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up the key 3rd down?
And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 10. His first catch of this NFC Championship game, good enough for a first down. Here's the 3rd-year man, Isaiah Pacheco. And that's a productive run. He gets this one down to the 4.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
1 quarter down, 3 to go on the road to the Super Bowl. It's the Commanders with the early lead. More from the Twin Cities in a moment. Once again, it's Pacheco. And he'll get about halfway there. gain of 2, down to the 2.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up third down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
On 3rd and 2, it's May. Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss. Matt Gay coming on for this field goal try. This one from 43 yards away. Gay's kick is good. And the Vikings will tie the game at 3 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
On the return, here comes Cordero Patterson. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Commanders' offense going to take over now for the second time. They'll set out in search of a first touchdown in this game. Just a pair of field goals to show. It's 3-3 as they start 1st and 10. This one, downfield, taken in by Higgins. His first catch of this NFC Championship game, good enough for a first down. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. Now Kamara. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. And that's good enough for a first down. From the gun, here's McCarthy. Open man, Demario Douglas. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. 3-3, our score. 2 minutes to go in this first half. We'll return with more of the NFC Championship game after this. McCarthy now to throw on 1st and 10. He runs with it. And he's able to gain yardage out of this one before he slides. 2nd down and 8. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before 3rd down. McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first, as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Commanders get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. The Vikings offense ready to take over for their second possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. They left a man wide open downfield. He's got him. That one good for 26 yards. 1st and 10 now from the 36. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line. A give here to Pacheco. And he'll work his way down inside the 30. Shooing off 7 yards on that one. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. On play action, here's May. He'll swing one out wide to Pacheco. Call it a gain of 13. First down, Minnesota.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes.
He is in. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Vikings.
So often these defenses come into the game, Mike, and when they build their pass defense plan, there's tight ends, there's receivers, there's so many weapons that these offenses around the league have at their disposal. It can be easy sometimes to not account for the running back out of the backfield, and that's exactly what happened here. Easy throw, get it into the hands of one of the most dynamic guys on the field, and let them do the rest after the catch, and he takes it in for a touchdown.
Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their 2nd. On 2nd down, here's McCarthy. Here's a screen coming for Kamara. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7. Setting up to throw is McCarthy. Oh, and he's going to go down. He could not get rid of it, and that's going to bring an end to this first half.
With the score, Vikings 10, Commanders 6.
And apparently we'll forget about that for the moment and turn our attention to quarter number 3. Let's go. Both of these teams hoping to be the ones to lift the George Halas Trophy. Quarter number 3 of the NFC title game underway. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Vikings offense looking to get back to work as we begin this 3rd quarter. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
On 2nd down, it's May. He'll complete this one to Rashad Bateman. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
He'll get about 2. It was Derek Barnes with the stop. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Off the play fake, it's May. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. The 3rd round pick leading this offense well first down.
I hope we all appreciate just how difficult it is to throw the ball that well while on the run. And the way they teach it, Mike, is kind of cool. They actually teach the quarterback to disconnect your upper body from your lower body. Just keep your feet moving, and however your arm times up, just let it rip. And he does it about as well as you can ask.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll run it straight ahead with Pacheco. Angling to the sideline, inside the 35. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line.
This is a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. 13 more on that carry. He is churning out the yards. And another first down.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
Throwing on first and 10 is May. That one taken in. Andre Yosibov. Touchdown, Minnesota.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. And, look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
T. Higgins, the intended receiver on that one. And that will lead to a second down. To throw, it's McCarthy. To the middle of the field, caught by Higgins. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. First and 10. First carry for the versatile Austin Eckler. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
And he'll get about 5.
Good decision by the quarterback. In this situation, all you're looking to do is have a positive play. He decides to pull it, and that's exactly what he's able to do.
They'll come up here on second down and 5. On the handoff, it's Chmp. And he's going to lose yardage here. That's the way they'll switch ends as this third quarter has come to an end. Here comes 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. McCarthy. That one taken in by Douglas. A pickup of 14 on that one. First down, Washington.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense, just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing and another loss of yards.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Catch left side is made by Higgins. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. He's got it at the 7, and he will score. Game on. Tim Patrick, touchdown Washington. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
They'll work the middle here with Chmp. Trying to push the pile forward. He didn't even get to the 1-yard line. They stop him short. No gain.
I don't love the call. I mean, all week you practice these gotta-have-it plays. Every call sheet, Mike, has 3 or 4 plays that are down here in the goal line that could also be used as 2-point plays. I think to simply turn it around and just hand the ball to your running back, gotta be a little bit more creative. That's a big missed opportunity.
The Vikings offense back onto the field for their next possession. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this first down. They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Pitts is the man in motion. Here's Pacheco. Pacheco, first down and more. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
4th quarter, you find yourself protecting a 1-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
Now give on the ground, and he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Back to crown the NFC champion after this. Second and 11. Here's a handoff to Pacheco, running left. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. They get 21 on that one. First down, Minnesota.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and trying to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the fourth quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. A run up the middle with Pacheco. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. Second and a yard. A handoff to Pacheco. With good blocking leading the way, he's got the first down inside the 25. Bateman is the motion man. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. On the handoff, this is Pacheco. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Been a good drive, but they need to convert here on 3rd and 5. Now a give to Pacheco, running right. Looking for room out on the edge. Not going to find it. As a matter of fact, I think they tracked him down behind the line of scrimmage. Good job by the defense, and it's 4th down.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. And that's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. And they stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So out comes Matt Gay in a big spot. This to stretch the lead to a touchdown. And this one online. And it is good. A big 3 points as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
The Commanders' offense make their way out to take over once more. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Well, it's safe to say this offense now is entering desperation mode. They have such a long way to go with such little time to do it. You're thinking chunk plays, get out of bounds. You have to stop the clock and continue to pick up as much yardage as you can to, at the very least, be in position to take one Hail Mary shot to the end zone.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
The sound deafening in the dome. It's 3rd down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, like living in these 3rd and long situations. Must pass is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. So a win here for the Vikings. and they will celebrate a conference championship. We're off to the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time as they look to claim the franchise's first ever Lombardi trophy. So that'll do it for Greg Olson, our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. We'll see you in 2 weeks in New Orleans for Super Bowl 59. Till then, good night, everyone.